What's happening, folks? Wednesday, back at the storage unit. You know the routine. Got off work, made some dinner. Did sheet pan tacos tonight. I'll be posting that on my other YouTube channel, Get Joe Grill On. Pretty simple recipe, nothing fancy, but it was pretty good. If you like crunchy tacos, they'll be right up your alley. So yeah, let's pull some orders. I got two things going out, both of which came from Goodwill. The first one was some of those Levi jeans. They were the Big E. Here they are. So these were a little over $1, like $1.37 or something like that. Levi jeans. These are the ones that had like the Big E on the tag. If you see that, it makes them a little bit more valuable. If you see a Levi's vintage jean jacket with the Big E, that's like a $300 to $500 jacket. So, but these sold for $18 plus shipping. Next item in, I think it was H. I just listed this like Monday, I think I listed it. But this was one of the ones that I thought maybe the employees were hiding it from customers. It was like at an end of a child's rack. There's no reason for it to be there. But this is a Nike dry fit, Nike running dry fit quarter zip. It had like a clover on the front, shamrock or whatever. Really nice. And I paid a little over $1 for this, like $1.50 or less. This also sold for $18 plus shipping. So just two orders going out tonight. But I'm okay with that. As long as I have sales every day, that's pretty good with me. So that's about $3 cost of good. $36 in sales. You take 20% off of that. So what does that come to? Let's see, $36. So that would be about $6 off of that. So $30, we'll say, profit off of a $3 purchase. So 10 times my money. So yeah, I'll take that. Look, it's not going to take me very long to pack it. So let's go ahead and do that. Got some nice sunlight coming in here today. Let's go ahead and do these jeans first. So this will fit in a plastic thing. I think it will. There we go. Make sure it stays shut. Started doing this thing where so these things like stick to your hand. Like every time I do it, I try throwing it away and like it sticks to your hand. So I started putting a piece of tape like this on the edge of my table, and then I just kind of go like this and stick it to the tape. That's whenever I'm tearing off a bunch of those. But it's nice, then I just throw the tape away and I don't have to deal with that thing sticking to my hand anymore. Let's put this in a poly mailer. All right. Let's get our measurement here. 11, 8, 4, 11, 8, 4 jeans. Get the weight. 1.2. 1.3. So we're going to 1.4. All right. Next item here. We'll say 12. 12, we'll say 9, 3, 1293 Nike. I messed that up. 7 ounces. Oh, try that again. It moved on me. 9 ounces. Said 8, but we're going to round it up to 9. There you go. Shipping is done. Hey, what's happening, folks? Friday here. We're back at the storage unit. And had a good day today. Sold 5 things. I got my little cheat sheet here, what I'm going to pull. So I've got 5 sales going out. Most of them are those video games that I just started listing. Actually, yesterday, a lot of them. Yesterday, I didn't have any sales. So I was here doing some pictures, getting some stuff done, but no sales, unfortunately. But today made up for it because I got 5 things going out. Total of 20, 40, 60, 77, looks like $81. And all of these costed me nothing. So gotta love that. The video games, as you know, for my buddy, I'm selling for him, so we split the profits. And then one of the items, it's a $4 item. It's one of my toys, actually, from when I was a kid. Just listed it a good long time ago and it finally sold. So let's pull some orders. Actually, before we pull some orders, one other thing too what happened today was on Facebook Marketplace, and somebody was giving away a bunch of bubble wrap. So if you guys aren't looking out for free supplies on Facebook Marketplace, because they pop up from time to time, at least in my area. The guy, I guess, does a lot of like sports memorabilia stuff, but apparently he accumulates a lot of bubble wrap, and he's like, instead of just throwing it away, he gives it away every once in a while because he ends up getting too much of it. But I mean, I was down to this is my last little bit, and I was thinking, well, I'm going to have to order some. But he had this big box. This is like got big stuff in it and some small stuff. Then he had this big box, which is mostly the big, large bubble wrap. So that was nice. And then one other box of mixed stuff. So yeah, gotta love that, man. Free supplies. All right, well, let's pull some orders. Let me get these games over here. So I'm going to list probably the rest of these tonight. So first one going out is a game, Perfect Dark, for Nintendo 64. And it is over here in D1. Funny thing about this game, too, is that I actually found the book for it after I listed. But somebody had an offer on it, and I couldn't change the listing to add it and then add more money to the listing because I have the book, so I'll just sell the book separately. So here we have Perfect Dark for N64, and this sold for $17 plus shipping. Next item is Super Mario Brothers 2, and it is in 1/1 here. This has the sleeve, but it's an aftermarket sleeve. It's not the Nintendo one. We've got the book. We've got the cartridge, so that's pretty awesome. And this sold for $20 plus shipping. Next item is, we'll do that one. No, wait. Let's pull this one now. It is an H, and it's a little wrestling figure. One of my old wrestling figures from when I was a kid. This is an old wrestling figure. I'll take it out of this bag here. Junkyard Dog. And it's one of those thumb wrestlers. You guys remember these if you're old as I am. You stick your thumb in there. I had another one, I think it was Big John Studd. But then you would wrestle like that. This is from, can't read it. It'll be in the listing. I think it's 1989. Maybe that says, I don't know. There he is. Junkyard Dog. Pretty good condition. These guys are not worth a ton. Only sold for $4 plus shipping. And then we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. What's in D1? There it is. This is for Super Nintendo. And it had the book also. I put it in a bag so it wouldn't get damaged or anything. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters, I think is what it's called. And even had the protective sleeve here. This game sold for $19.99 plus shipping. This game is the one that sold in minutes. So that tells me what? that I did not list it high enough. I listed it at market value, but probably should have listed for more. Probably could have got more money out of it. But it's okay. Another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. 2, 3, 4. Here it is. Yeah, just the game by itself. And I think he's got another one of these. So maybe I'll list it more. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, The Manhattan Project. Look at that label. How nice that is. But this sold for $20 plus shipping. Let's get these orders packed up. If you're a big fan of the Battlehawks like I am, UFL is game on tonight. So I'm like, you know what? I don't want to miss it. Doing my eBay stuff. I got my hotspot going through my phone, so hopefully everything's still going good with my audio and everything else. But got the game on, so all right, go Battlehawks. Get our stuff ready here. So we got Perfect Dark. We're just gonna put some bubble wrap around there. I guess I'll save my other stuff. I'll use this. You guys, something just unfortunate just happened. I gotta delete a bunch of videos off my phone because I don't have any space to record. Appreciate you guys coming by the channel. And if you got any questions, comments, concerns, you can leave it in the video and we'll get back to you. But thanks. Give me a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you next time.